Hello, this is group number 5, and we are developing a automated toilet paper dispenser, which dispenses toilet paper automatically via motion sense. It also blows scented air out via. It's activated by motion sense as well, and also uses an LED to indicate when the toilet paper level is low. So as you can see here, this is our 3D CAD model. This front case is just a conceptual case to help us get the dimensions right. All the mechanical portions will fit just like this inside the case. The toilet paper roll will sit exactly like this. The toilet paper roll is represented in a silver color. So for the case, we also have a number of other components. We have a peg that the toilet paper roll will mount onto. We have several pegs that rollers will mount onto. These will be feeding rollers. Also, back here we have pegs that will represent what the gear axes. Our design features a 2-gear gear reduction so that we can increase the torque. These two circular holes in these protrusions of the case are to hold the motor. Also, we have a number of components that will be represented as well. These components here are the gears that we will use. We are only using 2 because we're experimenting currently with how exactly the torque reduction gear ratio will work out. These 2 blue items are the rollers. We also have these 2 gold items. These will represent the motion sensors in the assembly. These 2 gray items here will represent the motors. This one right here will be for the fan motor. This one right here will be for the rollers. This purple block here will represent the Arduino, and what is behind it is the this red circular piece represents the fan propeller. Obviously, it's not circular; it's in a propeller shape, but for the purpose of simplicity for the CAD design, it's going to be represented as a circular disc. Every rotating component or a component that moves has a small knob on them, and what that knob represents is so that you can see the motion of the object when it's moving. And this is to the extent of our design. It also has a small hole for the motion sensors. It also has a hole for the motor. This area right here is for the fan. We put a small scented sheet. It'll blow air out the top of these holes. This is a hole for the LED. And then also, this is the assembly. So this is how it should look finished in the case. The Arduino sits here, motion sensor here, motor, propeller, roll of toilet paper, motor, gear, 2 rollers. The toilet paper will feed through these rollers out the bottom of the case. Also, these are the 2 motion sensors. This motion sensor will detect motion to activate the rollers to feed the toilet paper. This motion sensor, or a distance sensor actually, will read the distance between the edge of the roll and the sensor, and when it reads a distance that is larger, it'll activate an LED, which will be at the top here. This is the propeller, and then all these are animated. So in the assembly, if I activate or animate the Revolute Joint 5, as you can see, it turns that joint, which turns this joint, and the roller as well, and slowly feeds the toilet paper. It'll be faster in the actual design. This is just slower for the purpose of demonstration. And then for the propeller, we also have I also have it animated. So for the Revolute joints, and then you can see that it spins. This will be activated as well with coding, and it'll blow scented air or regular air through a filter, which will then be scented and blown out the top. This is the extent of our mechanical design. What we are working on currently is the exact ratio of torque that we need. This is to the extent of our mechanical design, and this is how it should look in the end. Thank you.